yo, welcome back. Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. Ooh, like I told y'all, it's going to be back on Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We back in the house. Got a couple things we want to talk about. First thing we want to get into it. I don't want to waste no time. The Browns had one job last night, bro. The Browns had one job, family. What's going on? All you had to do was win the game. My dog even went to the bathroom for y'all real quick. He didn't really go to the bathroom, but we gonna act like the man had to go drop a douche real quick, man. The man was gone. Fourth down. I'm like, yes, we gonna find a way. My man come back on the field like, nah. 44-yard touchdown strike. Browns go down. They get a score too fast. As soon as they scored, I'm like, man, they scored too fast. They scored too fast. Some of y'all probably like, man, scored too fast. This is Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I knew they was going to win that game. Now, if they get it anywhere in field goal range, the kicker wasn't missing. I already knew that. So I'm like, man, they scored too fast. Left too much time. And surely enough, they went right on down the field, got that field goal in the game. That's it. They right on our behind. They right on our behind. They right there. If we don't win out, we don't control our own destiny. And that's the position we're in. It is what it is. We'll talk about that more on Friday, Saturday. But for this video, I want to bring up two topics. And I want us to discuss it and talk about it in the comment section. Y'all have been doing a great job, vibing with your boy. All right, it's a family thing. It's a collective thing. That's what I want it to be. It's a collective effort on all our parts to make this channel the way it's supposed to be. So I got a couple topics for y'all today. The first one I want to talk about, I've already talked about this myself and I've already given my answer, but I want to hear what y'all got to say. Who's the best corner on the team? Now, some of y'all think this is a dumb question, all right? But I seen something on Mark Kelly's timeline where somebody really made a case for Byron Jones, and maybe some of y'all feel the same way, all right? So, on one side, you got X, 9 interceptions, 5 in a row, had 4 in a row before he missed a week, and then had 5 in a row. All right, so the man, we already know, gets interceptions. Plain and simple, right? We know that. The man gets interceptions. The man got 9 of them things. That's a lot. It's a lot of picks. The man got 9 of them things now. It's a lot of interceptions. Is he only getting interceptions because Byron Jones is covering his man so well they don't even want to look over there? That's the question. All right? Byron Jones got himself 1 interception. Just got it, by the way. He's missed on like 2 or 3 other ones, all right, where he dropped them. He has been guarding his man. We ain't going to act like he ain't been guarding his man. So what have you guys? What say y'all? Put it in the comment section. Who is the best cornerback on the team? Is it Byron Jones because he has 9 interceptions? Or is it X because he has 9 interceptions, or is it Byron Jones because nobody's throwing his way, supposedly? All right? I don't got the film in front of me. I can't even break down the film, all of his film to know how covered his guys are on his side. So we're just going to take people at their word. They're saying that nobody's throwing on the man's way. We do see in games that sometimes they don't even look Byron Jones' way. Is it because the guys are covered that makes him the better quarterback, or is X the better quarterback because every interception they throw his way, he's catching? All right? Put it in the comment section as I give my piece to why I feel like X is the better cornerback on the team. Now, I understand. Byron Jones has done everything right that he could do, okay? Picks aren't coming his way. Some of that's not his fault because they ain't throwing at the man. I have also seen the man get blown up on coverage. All right, there's been at least twice in this season where he led up deep touchdowns. The last one being against Kansas City. He got blown by, straight blown by, and let up a touchdown. Now, we've seen X let up touchdowns too. Namely the one against Keenan Allen that went straight across his face, and then he let up that touchdown. He let up a touchdown last week where he got out of position in the end zone and let let Kelsey get the touchdown right behind him. Okay? They both let up touchdowns. Byron Jones is covering his man. Is X, now here's the question. Is X covering his man? Is he baiting? Or is he just getting blown by and recovering? All right? Because there's three different things. Is X covering his guy and they're throwing it at him because they don't want to throw it at Byron Jones? Is he baiting? So he's making it look like his guy's open when he's not, so he's getting interceptions? Or is he actually just making up for bad coverage? That part I don't know. But I believe it's the second of the three. I believe that he's baiting. You don't get 9 interceptions, all right, and you don't get them to throw the ball your way 9 times like that without baiting. Like, there's an art to getting them to look like your wide receiver, your guy that you're covering is open when he's not. All right, that's an art, and it's not an art or a skill, I should say, that is easy to do, because you've got to have balls to say, you know what, I'm gonna make it look like my guy's open, because you can get burned on that. All right, and it doesn't always go well, and it doesn't always go well for X. He gambles, and a lot of the time he ends up on the right side of the gamble. You've got to be willing to gamble, though. Byron Jones is not willing to gamble. He's just going to cover his man to the best of his ability. If he gets beat, he gets beat, but it was genuine in the fact that he's just trying to make sure the guy doesn't catch the ball. X, whole different level. He's trying to make plays for the team. So he's going to let some guys get loose. He's going to even let up a few catches so the wide receiver and the quarterback get confident and comfortable, and then he strikes. That's the way he does it. I feel it makes him a better corner, okay? Because you've got to be willing to give up the little to get the big. You've got to be willing to do that. That's how you make game-changing plays. Yes, you can guard your man, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not game-changing, okay? They're both great cornerbacks. I'm not saying one is sorry and one is good, because that's not the case. We got 2 Pro Bowl cornerbacks, in my opinion. But X is better. X is better. That's how I feel about it. Y'all might feel a different way. Once again, let's put it in the comment section and let's talk about it, because maybe you could change my mind. But that's how I'm feeling right now. X got 9 interceptions. They're not only because Byron Jones' guys cover so well. They're partly because X is baiting them to throw it his way. That's how I feel. That makes him a better corner. He's got 9 interceptions to prove it. And the passer rating against him is less than Byron Jones as well. Okay? Which, I mean, interceptions has to do with that as well. But completions also have to do with that as well. They're not completing the ball as much against him, which 9 interceptions has something to do with that as well. I understand that, but they're just not, okay? He's got the stats to prove it. He's a better corner. He's up for Defensive Player of the Year. Byron Jones is not. Tells me all I need to know. All right, so anyway, we'll move on from that. Let's debate it, and let's move on. The second topic that we have today is, what does Tua need to work on in the offseason? Tua's our guy, in my opinion. Nobody else might feel that way, but that's how I feel. Tua's our guy, okay? So we need to figure out what we need to do, or what he needs to do to get better. I was talking with, I was going at one of the guys in the comments, and basically he was saying that Justin Herbert is better, whatever, blah, 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 blah. To me, Justin Herbert's not better. He's not worse either. It's just incomplete for both guys, all right? Because you just never know what can happen. You can have one good year, and then you're a bust after that. I feel like we got our guy. I feel like our guy is not going to be a bust. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's how I feel right now. I was wrong about the Kansas City Chiefs game. I thought it was going to win. If I'm wrong, I'm going to come on here and say I'm wrong. That's how I like to roll, all right? I'm a man about it. Anyway, and that's taking a shot at some of the people in the comments that was running their mouth a little too much. All right, anyway, so let's get into that. Tua has some work to do, all right? Deep ball accuracy, he's going to have to work on that in the offseason for sure. Deep ball accuracy, struggling with that. The man is struggling with that. Something's off. Something's just off. I don't know if that's footwork. I don't know what it is. Something's off. He got to work on that. He's got to work on timing with certain guys in the offseason. He's got to, and I'm just pointing out like game things, and then I'm going to go into something else. He's got to work on fades in the end zone. Yes, he's decent at them, but he's not where he needs to be at them. He's got to work on getting through his reads better. Now, these are all things that come with experience, time in the offense, things like that. All these type of things come to play usually, all right? So these are things that he needs to work on. He's got to work on accuracy overall, just things like that, okay? Recognizing defense, things like that, he has to work on. There's another thing that Tua has to work on. This is the more controversial one probably to some of y'all. Tua's body. He needs to work on his body. He needs to work on his physical traits. Now, you look at Tua, he's not the most jacked guy. And he'll admit it himself, he's not the most jacked guy. There's no muscle definition to Tua. All right, it's not that the man's not in football shape because he's in football shape. But he's not in the greatest shape that he could be in. I watch this man run, and he looks like he's running in quicksand. And I'm just being honest. The man's he's got some sudden quickness, but that speed that he could have is not there. And it's not his fault. I'm not saying this to say that this is his fault, but he needs to do a better job next offseason at working on these things. He did not have an offseason to work on these things. He was injured. He had to go through rehab. By the time rehab was done, he put out a pro day. He did more rehab. He got ready for training camp. Didn't have a time to work on his body. It's not that the man is fat or anything like me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't out there eating whatever he want to eat. All right? But the man is not in the best of football shape. He's just not. He's got to work on his body. He has time now. Hopefully he doesn't have any setbacks. God, please don't let this man have any setbacks or injuries. He's got to work on his body next offseason. He's got to work on his arms, his legs, his conditioning. He's got to tone up. All of that's going to help. The man, if he works on his body the way he needs to next offseason, he's going to have a stronger arm, and he's going to be faster, and he's going to have better conditioning. All of these things are going to help him, and he can strengthen up his core as well, help him be a better quarterback. Tua, I feel like, is an unfinished product when it comes to his physical traits, and that's a great place to be. Oh, it's such a great place to be when you're an incomplete product when it comes to your physical traits. Tua's arm strength is talked about a lot. And we can sometimes see it because he's hanging that ball way up there. He's getting it out early so that he can get it to the spot on the field where he feels comfortable because he can't hold the ball too long and get it all the way down the field. He knows his limitations. If he works on his arm definition and, is in the gym every day working on that, he'll have a little more arm strength. He could probably throw it another 10 yards down the field and wait that extra second so he can get it down there. We've seen guys gain arm strength. Fales, for example. I don't know if y'all remember Fales. David Fales, he was playing for us. And one of the problems with him was arm strength. And he worked on it. He got in the gym. He worked out. And he got a little more arm strength. Tua could do the same thing. He could do the same thing. He just needs to work on his arm strength a little bit. And that's in the gym. That's the only way his arm's going to be better because he's got the quick release. He has the great form. that he's been working on since he was a little kid. He's got the footwork, all that is in place. The only thing that's not is actual strength. And the only way you get actual strength is if you're in the gym. That's it. That's it. The only way he's going to get stronger in his arm strength is if he's in the gym. He's finally going to have the off season to be in the gym. He needs to be living in the gym. He can get faster. He works on his lower body. He works on his running techniques. He can gain a little more speed, be a little more agile because he's a short guy. He's got to be one of those guys that makes you pay when you're in man coverage and your eyes are on the wide receiver. He's got to be able to get downfield and get extra yards for us. He cannot be strictly a pocket passer. That's not going to work. We got to make people pay for playing man coverage and for blitzing and allowing our quarterback to get downfield on some runs and sliding, of course, so you don't get injured. He's got to be one of those type of guys. We saw a little bit of that in Arizona, in the Arizona game. He can do a little bit better than what we saw. He's just got to be able to work on it in the offseason. I believe this is the offseason for him if he doesn't have any setbacks or injuries where he has to rehab. He can get his body right. He can get his mind right. He'll come back a quarterback next year like we've never seen. I truly believe that. That's what Tua needs to work on for me in the offseason. Now, you might have other things that he needs to work on. Yes, we know he needs more weapons. All right? That's not something he needs to work on. That's something the team needs to work on, is getting more weapons around him and building an offense tailored to his skill set. All right? That is for sure. But the two things Tua needs to work on is the mental side of the game. All right? That all comes with experience. And it's something he needs to do himself in his own willpower is getting in the gym. I don't know if he loves the gym or not, but he needs to become a gym rat so he can do what he needs to do for the squad, all right? To be the best Tua he can be so we can start winning some doggone championships, all right? Now, the last thing I wanted to go ahead and mention is how you can get those videos to your boy, all right? So y'all can be a part of this channel the way y'all need to be a part of this channel because some of y'all got superstar minds, okay? Some of y'all know what you're talking about. Some of y'all don't. But some of y'all know what y'all talking about, and y'all need to be on the channel. Even the ones that don't, y'all can be on the channel too. You know what I'm saying? And they'll just dog you out. Like they dog me out sometimes with some of my crazy takes. Here's how you're going to do it, all right? So one, of course, you got to have a smartphone or a camera, all right? I mean, how do you make a video without having a smartphone or a camera anyway? Common sense. But common sense ain't always common. All right? You got to have some kind of camera phone. I don't care if it's an Android or an iPhone. I'm team Android myself. If you're team Android, go ahead and put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a debate about that too. Y'all don't want it. Apple, you don't want it. Okay? Anyway, Android or Apple, that's fine. Make sure you're recording this video in 1080p and not 4K, okay? Please, not 4K. And I'm going to explain why in a second. Once you're done recording the video, and please don't make it more than 4 minutes. Let's do a 4-minute cap. So say what you need to say as fast as you need to say it, and then we'll go with that. I don't want to cut anything. I want it to be as organic as possible. So try to keep it in the 4 minutes because I'm not cutting and fixing your mistakes. All right, I don't fix my mistakes. So I'm not fixing your mistakes. I want everything to be genuine and it to flow perfectly. All right, that's the way we do our videos here, and that's the way it's going to continue. So get your thoughts in the 4 minutes and then record that video in 1080p. All right, so go in your settings and switch it to 1080p and don't do Ultra HD, okay? Switch it to 1080p, do your video, and then how you're going to send it to me is you're going to get a Google Drive. You're going to upload that video to the Google Drive, okay? Once you've uploaded it to Google Drive, you're going to then send me the link to my email, which is in the description below. All right, so you're going to send it to the email in the description below, and then I'll upload it. I'll have it. I'll put it in the video where it belongs, and then boom, you'll be seen by the 790 subscribers we have and counting. Okay? That's how we're going to do it. Just send them. I don't care if you tell me you send them. I don't care if you just send it. You send it, I'm going to watch it. And if I deem it worthy enough to be on channel, we're going to put it on the channel. If I get more than I thought I was going to get, what we're going to end up doing, all right, and this is news to everybody because I just came up with this, we're going to have a day where we just put takes all in one video and then I put it out there because I don't want anybody to send me a video and it's good and I had to choose another video to put in a certain video and then your video just fall to the wayside. You worked hard to get me the video. I want to make sure the people see it. So I'll do that for y'all. I'll put it all together. I'll do an intro. I'll do an outro. And then all your takes will be seen all at once in a video. And then we could just discuss it. I'll blast it the same way I blast all the other videos. Even if I'm not in it, that's fine. This is our channel now. This is not just my channel. So I'm going to treat you as I would treat myself. I'm going to put your content out there so you can be seen and you can get credited for your comment. I mean, your content, all right? So here's what we're going to do. When you're recording your video, all right, or after you recorded your video and you're sending it to me with the link through Google Drive, then what you need to do is in the description, not in the description, in the subject line, please put your handle, your YouTube handle, all right? Put it with the video so I know, because when I save it on my end, I'm going to save it as your YouTube handle so that when you're talking, I can put your YouTube handle so people could go subscribe to you if you have a channel or whatever, what have you, or be able to, you know, get at you in the comment section. And then if they have a question for you or if they have a comment, be able to directly contact you so, you know, they can talk to you directly. We want this to be an open forum. We want people to have dialect and to talk, all right? Now, what if I don't have Google Drive and I don't want to get Google Drive? All right, there's only one other way that you could do this, all right? There's a backup plan. Once you recorded your video, put it in a Dropbox. Make that Dropbox public. Send me a public link. I can go into that Dropbox and I can get that video that way. That's the only other way we can do it, okay? So if you don't have a Google Drive, then please put it in a Dropbox and then send me a public link and I'll go in there and then I'll extract that video. That'll be the only video I can see in there anyway. And then, you know, we'll go from there, all right? Don't send me any derogatory things, anything like that, because I'll ban you from the channel. Plain and simple. If I find out who you are, I'll ban you from the channel, and then that's it. You won't be able to see any more content, all right, unless you create another YouTube handle and then try to say more derogatory stuff, all right? All right, so let's just keep it clean. Let's keep it respectful. Like Dudley Durham says, keep it classy, all right? Keep it classy. We're all Dolphins. We want to respect each other. We want to have fun at the same time, and we want to show love. And I want to show love to y'all by having y'all on the channel because this is y'all channel as much as it is my channel. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. You already know what it is. Fins up, baby. Let's go. I'll be putting the information in the description as well below for y'all so y'all can read it as well as you can hear it. I'll holler at y'all.